Hello everyone and welcome back to Chronos Plays Final Fantasy VI Advance. Today we're going into the cave on the Veldt. I know, it's a lovely name, isn't it? Now this is actually a completely original dungeon for the World of Ruins, kind of like Mount Zozo and the Phoenix Cave. And there we have a puppy. Hi puppy! Are you trying to tell me to follow you? Do not go to the right, it is a dead end. I mean, you could go to the right, it wouldn't do anything. It is a literal dead end. Go over here. Actually, can you run? Yeah, you can. Actually, I was thinking for a second, like, can you run into actual encounters here? And the answer is yes. Yes, you can. Now, this guy is weak to fire, so we'll just get that set up. There aren't that many random encounters in this place. There's like 2 normal enemies that you can run into normally. Different encounter sizes, like you can get 2 twin sights, and like I think you can get just the other enemy on its own. We learned a new blitz there. I do have my Espers equipped. Good. Blitz. Razor Gale. It's kind of like Wind Slash, but I think it's actually weaker than Wind Slash. I think the damage is split, that's why it's weaker. Hello. When the 3 of us go hunting on the Veldt, we always run across a boy dressed in hides. Did he ever join your party? Because he tends to do that. For some reason, that boy never shows up when all 4 of us are out there together. Is that true? Does he never show up? I've never tried it. There's our huge dinosaurs in the forest north of the Veldt. They're incredibly strong. There's no way a human could defeat one. Oh, I could prove you wrong so hard. But it sure would be something to brag about if you did. I don't think there's anyone you can actually brag about too, though. But yeah, that place, the dinosaur forest, is super good for level grinding. They always leave me here so they can try to befriend that kid. I don't want to go hunting with them anyways. So I guess these 4 just live here? They must be kinda strong, given how powerful the monsters are in here. Yoink! We got a Berserker's ring. That is actually a ring for Umaro that gives him access to throwing party members against enemies. It's hilarious, I know. The Berserk ring also makes it so that he can absorb fire, and I think lightning, or it might negate lightning. I don't know. Also, there's like a hidden path over here. There we go. And in this treasure is a monster in the box. This is Death Warden. He's weak to fire and holy. You know what else he's also weak to? Phoenix Downs. Bye. And with that, we get the Tiger Fang, which is a slightly stronger version, or stronger claw for Sabin. I don't know why tigers are better than dragons, but we'll just go for it there. However, we have 2 dragon claws, and to be fair, if you're doing like melee attack Sabin, a Tiger Fang and a Dragon Claw Genji Glove is pretty good. At least for random encounters, maybe not so much bosses, because Phantom Rush is generally good for single target bosses. I'm never gonna get that right. Like, sometimes I get it right, and some other times I just don't. Yeah, I got a poison rod from the twin scythe there. I did not know they actually could drop those. And we get a Ichigeki. Lovely. Another name that's gonna be hard for me to pronounce. I figured we'd be over that with me not playing Digimon right now. Alright, gotta flip that switch to get through here. The area is surprisingly not that long. I mean, there's no real... Hey! Gorgimara? I don't know. Stray cat. It's not weak to anything, it's not strong against anything. Actually, let's see if it's not weak to Phantom Rush. It's like my brain's doing it on purpose now. Which I wouldn't put it past my brain. My brain's kind of a dick sometimes. He's dead. Good job, Sabin. A lot of experience and a lot of AP. Why did you learn fire? Oh, you must have the flame shield on. Gao gained a level. Gao learned Blizzara. Fair enough. Hey, Shadow, how's it going? We'll get to him in a minute. There should be a save point. Yeah, as I was saying, the area is not that, it's not that, big, and it's not really confusing. It's relatively straightforward. As I'm gonna make a save. I think in the Super Nintendo version, the Berserker Ring was called Rage Ring, and which is a little better for me because Berserker Ring, in my head, goes, oh, it casts Berserk on the wearer, and technically that's not completely false because Umaro is always berserked. Anyways, these wounds are awful. And we get attacked by the Behemoth King. This guy has 19,000 HP and he is weak to fire. He absorbs ice. So, you know, don't use ice on him. Use Viagra. He will actually go down fairly easily. Now, this is actually one of the few bosses that appears on the Veldt, so Gao can learn the rage from him. It's alright. It's not really that bad. But, more importantly, you can get his drop. Once we beat him, you'll get his drop on the Veldt as well. Something's coming from behind. If I had a nickel for every time I heard that, another monster appears. Again. Also, this guy's undead. What blitz did I get wrong? It must be Phantom Rush. Anyways, yeah, he's undead, so use a Phoenix down. He has the same stats as the normal Behemoth King, and he drops a Behemoth suit. This is the best suit item in the game, and you can actually bet it at the Colosseum to get some snow scarfs to what Umaro has equipped, and those are the best equipment for, or best armor for Gao and Mog. And because these two appear on the Veldt, I can get another set of Behemoth suits and not lose out on having the best suits in the game. Anyways, we can't do anything for wounds like these here. Let's fly back to Thamasa on the double. I like how we just automatically do it, and then they actually show it, and not just transport it there. I don't know why I like it. It'd be kind of funny if we got into a fight with Deathgaze right now. I know it can't happen, but I'd find it funny for some reason. We would lose 2 party members right off the bat too, because Sabin and Celis are level 30, I think. Yeah, that sounds about right. Hey, buddy. How you doing? Must be having a nightmare. Oh god, when it gets blurry, the sheets go through my body. You came to try and stop me. I'm sorry, but I can't turn back, boy. Stay here with my daughter. You deserve to live in peace. Dog's like, no, I want to come with you. Like, you bought me at the pet store. You're my owner. All we can do now is wait. Rest will help. Hey, buddy. It's only a scratch. I've had worse. I got this guy watching over me. Aw, Interceptor, you're such a good dog. Also, you're pretty old, aren't you? I'll go over that in a little while. Now, I think what we can do now... Oh yeah, we're in Thamasa. Nothing much has changed. I saw a human monster fly across the sky. It looked like a giant bat. I guess he kind of looks like a bat. Aren't any good places left to play? Dude, you have a giant open field. Come on now. And this rock is above water for the first time in 50 years. Head north of town, you should be able to see it. It was that big hill. We'll be going there a little bit later. Let's check out their equipment. How you doing on equipment? We got Mysterious Veil, we got Circlets, which are pretty good, Black Cowls, Luminous Robes, and Diamond Vests. I don't know why Terra and Celis can't equip the Luminous Robes. It makes sense that they could. But we got a Da Vinci Brush, Gravity Rod, Holy Rod. I'll be buying some of these a little bit later. They make for good throwing. Well, at least good throwing against certain enemies that fly around in the sky and look like a giant bat. We leave, and go back, and we'll just go check on Shadow one more time. Here. Now, we did get the memento ring from earlier, didn't we? I believe we did. Huh. What'd it do? She left. Yeah, that's gone. Alright, well, let's go trade those Behemoth suits at the Colosseum. Alright, we're here at the Colosseum. Let's go. I have Setzer in my party because we're going to be fighting the Outsider, which is vulnerable to instant death, but also he can kill you instantly right off the bat. So where are these Behemoth armors? Behemoth suits. Costume made from actual Behemoth hide. Setzer, please don't die instantly. Please don't die instantly. Flare is not bad. He can live through Flare, right? Setzer. Come on, buddy. Alright. Kill him. You did not kill him. You son of a bitch. Hey! Alright. About time. That's my second snow scarf, actually. Figured I'd do the first one off screen. Snow scarves. They absorb ice, have fire. Amaro has one equipped already, and they are the best equipment for Mog and Gao, well, armor-wise. Look at the defense. Look at that defense. It's so good. And magic defense is really good too, and the evasion on both of them is fairly decent. You don't get 10 evasion on everything. Alright, we'll put that on. Both of you guys, you don't get any stat boosts, but at this point in the game, I mean, stat boosts are helpful, but 5 points is not going to make a big difference in the long run. It's okay to sacrifice it sometimes. Anyways, there's some people who... Let's go talk to the owner of this place. Hey, buddy. Finally, the whole world is at war, and I fulfilled my lifelong ambition of building a Colosseum. I'm so happy, and I owe it all to Kefka. Well, at least some people are happy with the end of the world. Hey, buddy. The toughest fighters from all over the world come here to compete. They're not wrong. There's a guy who fights here dressed in all black. They say he's looking for a blade called a Ichigeki. Mama said I don't need to learn nothing that's non-English. Alright, well, we have an Ichigeki, so let's go and bet that at the Colosseum. And see what we can do. Alright, care to fight? Absolutely. Now, I would tell you to save, but to be quite honest, if you lose this fight, I don't know what to tell you. Because you really shouldn't. Now, there is a chance, say you use Sabin, and he was higher level than me. He has something called the Soul Spiral, which sacrifices himself to restore his party's health. Now, he can use that in the Colosseum. Yay, AI-controlled characters, which could cause you to lose this. I don't know what happens if that happens. I'm assuming bad things happen. We get the Ichigeki. Yay. What are you doing here? The only thing I know how to do. I'm fighting. Why don't you come with us? Perhaps I should. Alright. It's time to put my skills to the ultimate test. Alright, we get Shadow. Kind of, he's on the airship. Speaking of which, let's go get him. Hey Shadow, what's up, buddy? ... Okay, you don't have to be all rude to me. So, now that we finally have Shadow in our party, we can actually... Well, okay, we could have done this in the World of Balance. I just didn't. You know what? Ah, shit. Well, you're probably guessing what I'm trying to set up a party for. We're not going to be we probably won't be able to do it this time, but... Gao, you're going to have to sit on the sidelines, I think. I really want you in the party, though. Ah, well, whatever. We're good. We're good. We're good. Stop questioning it. We're good. Okay, first thing we want to do is we want to unequip everyone here. Yeah, now that we have Shadow in our party, we have access to his dream sequences. You could have done this in the World of Balance. I did not. Why? Well, actually, because I never got them to the proc for some reason. But other than that, I don't know, it didn't feel right to do it in the World of Balance. Let's go sleep at an inn and see if we can get them to show up. 400 gil a night, you goddamn charlatan. I don't know if that's the right word to use there. We didn't get it. Maybe I can't do it at this inn. In a search for an inn, I decided to come to Thamasa because, well, I need to pick up some holy rods for an upcoming fight. I think I only need, like... yeah, that's good enough. 5. I really shouldn't... that should really be enough. Alright, we're in Albrook because apparently you can't get the dream sequences in Thamasa once you get the gil down to 1. What the F game? Where's the goddamn inn? Like, I haven't been getting... it's never been this hard before. Stop making this hard for me, game. Out of the way, woman! Oh, lady, you were lucky I can't kill you. Can I please have my nightmares now? Yes, 300. Man, I was really hoping I could save some money on the frickin' inn. Holy shit, thank you! That is a very awful sound, you're right. Shaky physics. Clyde, how could you? I was your partner. You should be here with me. Join me, Clyde. Hey, earphone users, how you guys doing? Good? Yeah. That is pretty loud, isn't it? I don't know why that took so long to actually get. Like, I know it's not a guaranteed thing to get every time you stay at an inn with Shadow, obviously, but I've never had that much trouble actually getting the nightmares. And now we're just getting, I think now it's just because we've seen the first one, we now get them one after another. Yahoo! We did it, Clyde. 1,000,000 gil. What a blast. This is the life. Guess it's time we start thinking of a name, huh? A name? All good bandit duos need a name. I sort of already have one in mind. Well, let's hear it. The Shadow Bandits. What do you think? Not bad, huh? The Shadow Bandits. Great train robbers of the century. Which is impressive, seeing how there's only one train in this world. Or only one known train, and it was one to hell. Or heaven. Well, I guess we could just say the afterlife, because it doesn't really distinguish from which. They probably make multiple stops, you're right. Open your eyes. How bad is it? This isn't my blood, is it, Clyde? Don't worry. You're gonna be okay. I'm sorry, I let my guard down. And then my sprite changed because they didn't have one of a bandit. Don't talk like that. The town's just a bit further. You don't have to pretend. I know. This is my blood, isn't it? I'm done for. Get going. Leave me here. I'd only slow you down. But you want to get caught? But before you go, please finish me off with your knife. How could you ask me to do something like that? You know what they'll do to me if they catch me alive. I don't want to have to go through that. Touch my arm. Feel it shaking. I've never been afraid in my life, and now I'm quivering like a little girl. Please, before I wet myself and have to die a coward, just take your knife end. I can't do it. Clyde! I'm sorry. Clyde, how could you? Yeah, you really don't want to be tortured to death. It's not fun. So I hear. Every night in my dreams. Alright, let's try another one. I believe this should be the last one, aside from the one that we saw after we got Shadow. Hey, are you alright? Where am I? In a small village called Come on now, pull yourself together. And that should be it, I believe. We'll stay at the end one more time. And then we'll go on to the details of what we just saw. And I'll go over what would have been in the cave if Shadow did not make it off the floating continent. Alright, so that's the last one. Well, the one before that was the last one, including the one we saw when we rescued Shadow. So what did that all mean? Well, if you couldn't tell from the dream, Clyde is Shadow. Shadow was a train robber who worked with his friend, partner in crime, Behemoth. Now, on one of their missions, Behemoth got severely injured, couldn't escape, ends up being captured and tortured to death, pretty much. Shadow lived with the guilt of not being able to actually kill his friend when he ran away, and for running away and leaving his friend to die. He eventually made it to Thamasa. Not sure if he was just exhausted or injured. And then a dog, presumably Interceptor, and a woman find him. Years later, Shadow, Clyde, has married this woman, and they had a child. That's the last dream. Well, the first dream we saw, which is actually the last dream you're supposed to get. Kind of, I guess they're expecting you to actually recruit Shadow with the 3,000 gil and then sleep at a bunch of inns. I never got it in the world. I have gotten the World of Balance before, just not during this playthrough. I would have shown it off earlier, but when I stayed at inns early, I just didn't get it. So yeah, he eventually, I guess gets married, or at least just knocks up the woman. They have a kid, but Shadow can't get over his past and the things that he done, and I'm assuming his desire to go back to it because, as he said earlier, he killed off his emotions and it's the only thing he knew how to do. So he went back into the world of thieving and assassinating, and Interceptor went along with him this time. Why Thamasa? Well, if you had noticed the house he was coming out of, which house was that in Thamasa? That was Strago's house. And what little girl lived there? And which little girl did Interceptor really, really like? Relm. Relm is Shadow's daughter. It's never stated directly in game, but it has been confirmed that he is her father. I believe there's supposed to be cut content of Strago and Shadow interacting with each other, but that was cut so, like, chronologically or canon is Strago doesn't know that Shadow is actually Clyde. I just punched the thing next to my desk. So yeah, Strago doesn't actually know that Shadow is actually Clyde. They probably just assume that he died, and eventually his wife/girlfriend died as well. If you didn't save Shadow, Relm would have been in the cave, and it would have been a different dream sequence. And I can't show that to you because I don't have any saves that I've killed off Shadow. Haven't killed off Shadow since maybe my third playthrough of the game, so even I don't really remember what the dream sequence is. So I suggest you look it up on YouTube. I'm probably gonna look it up on YouTube as well. Fun fact: if you didn't save Shadow in the Super Nintendo version, if you did save Shadow in the Super Nintendo version, you get to the cave, you get up to him and be like, "She's injured," because I guess the translators just didn't expect the people to save Shadow, so they just put her because Relm would always be there. Another connection between Relm and Shadow is the Memento Ring. Relm can equip it, and Shadow can equip it. No one else can equip it, and the description of it is like a memento of a departed mother or the departed loved one. Yeah, sad, isn't it? I kind of wish they had like a father-daughter moment, but I mean, that would go against Shadow being like, I killed my emotions in the past. Ah, sadness. Poor Shadow and poor Relm. All right, let's go get ready and hunt for Deathgaze. Hey, all right. Jesus Christ, that scared the shit out of me. So yeah, make sure you don't have any characters that are level 5 okay. Make sure your character's on at a level divisible by 5. Deathgaze has 55,000 HP, starts the battle out with level 5 death. He is weak to fire and holy. He absorbs ice and poison. On his 3rd or 4th turn, he has a chance to flee. So if you don't kill him now, he'll like run away. That's okay, because all you have to do after that is find him again and go through the same combat sequence, because he doesn't recover HP when he flees. Holy Rods should do a fair good amount of damage to him. And Viagra should as well. And Edgar can jump. So yeah, we just have to worry about level 5, not level 5, dude. We have to worry about him using a regular death spell or an arrow spell. I should probably trance up for, I should trance up, you're right. Now, Bum Rush is also fairly good here, but I kind of wanted to have 2 mages. Hopefully he uses Blizzara on Shadow. Ah, shit, he fleed. Oh, fuck, it always scares me. Jesus. Jump. Throw. I should trance, you're right. Why didn't I trance? I don't know why I didn't trance. He should be almost dead anyways. I'm getting too old for these random encounters, I think. Jesus. At least the ones, for some reason, I'm not expecting. Now, okay, we'll trance. Terra, what did you get hit by? I do like the anime. Oh, Mog's fucking dead. Oh no, Mog's not dead. Snow Snarf? Scarf? Snow Snarf. Or maybe he has the Thunder Shield on and I didn't notice. Yeah, that makes as much sense. Fuck! Fuck you! I hate you! Oh, fuck. Alright. This should be the last time. Yeah, fire, trance, jump, and please kill him. Thank you, Shadow. Oi. Oi. Oh, I guess I was a little bit underleveled for Deathgaze. And maybe not. You can do it as soon as you get to the world, well, as soon as you get the airship, but generally speaking, I wait till I get Shadow for throwing of the holy rods. A piece of magicite fell from Deathgaze's maw. Oh, he's the one that had it in his mouth. Obtained a Behemoth magicite. Oi, alright, so Behemoth is actually pretty awesome. I'll go all the way down here. So it increases the HP you gain at a level up by 50%. Really good. It teaches Flare at a level 2, at a growth rate of 2, and I believe this is a non-elemental attacks in this version. Actually, I think in most versions of the game it's non-elemental attacks. So yeah, I'm probably going to spend some time and learn some of the spells for the new Espers off-screen and grinding Cactar at the desert. I'm also going to go get 2 more Behemoth suits from the Behemoth King and Undead Behemoth King in the Veldt. I'm not sure how long that will take, but it might take a while. So yeah, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the episode, press the like button below. If you're not subscribed yet, when you head to my video section, check out some of my other content and see if it's to your liking. Once again, thank you for watching. I hope you all have a great day.